Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. So, you've seen the video. Let's talk about the guitar. This has come at the suggestion of one of my Twitter followers, Chris Smart. Chris rightfully points out, sounds good, but any of your blind viewers like me are going, what the fuck, tell us what it is, verbally, describe it. And that's a good point. I didn't know I had a blind following, but it's a beautiful guitar and I'd love to talk about it. So, it's a comparison Michael Romeo signature model, the MJR. It's the original run of MJRs, which has the original neck construction. And I believe the new ones are a gloss finish. This is a soft matte finish, which is cool. I really like that. I'm a huge Michael Romeo fan. If you go back on my channel, you'll see plenty of Michael Romeo influenced soloing stuff and do some teaching in the style of Michael Romeo. He's been a massive influence on me since I was a child. I love Symphony X's music, and if you're unfamiliar with Michael's playing, I highly recommend you check out their last album, Underworld. Some great playing on that. The solo on Nevermore is awesome. I've been listening to a lot of Iconoclast at the moment. There's some awesome playing on that album, on Iconoclast or Dehumanized or Heretic. You know, all great solos, and obviously good songs as well, good riffs. Michael's a great riffer, so highly recommend you check out Michael if you're unfamiliar with his playing. Let's talk a little bit more about the guitar. So I was, for the longest time, I was talking about having Vigier make me a Michael Romeo tribute model, but they're not all that flexible on the things that they will make for me, unfortunately. So I've always loved the look of this guitar, i.e. white body, maple neck, and a black headstock. So I've been toying with the idea of having Vigier make me an Excalibur Ultra with a Floyd Rose and a white top on it. Maybe a black back, but white top, maple neck, and a black headstock. But I had the opportunity to pick one of these up, and so I got this rather than going for Vigier. Don't think that I don't still love my Vigier stuff. Absolutely still love my Vigier stuff. Still my number one stuff. This is more of a collector's piece for me. This isn't my main guitar at all. This is just something I've always wanted to get my hands on. So it has some Seymour Duncan, DiMarzio pickups in it. It's a Tone Zone and some other pickup in the neck. It's not the Air. One volume knob, which isn't actually in a good place for me. It's a bit close to the string. One volume knob and one three-way pickup selector. Floyd Rose, black Floyd Rose, very cool. Maple neck with no markings on it, which is again a visual thing. I like the way that looks for teaching. Never ever use a guitar that doesn't have fret markers on it, but you know, just for videos and things, this looks cool. I love the way that looks. Always have loved the comparison headstock. Ever since I saw, I think Chris Amott would be the first guy that I saw playing with a comparison guitar, and I saw that headstock and thought, man, that looks cool. And then obviously Matthias Eklund and Michael Romeo, I'm seeing these guys use this guitar, and Killswitch Engage were using them. I'm not sure if they still are, but yeah, I've always loved that Devil's Tail headstock, very cool. Black Michael Romeo signature on it. The neck is just plain maple, very simple, big jumbo frets on it, which is cool. And yeah, as I say, matte body. When I flip it over, you've got this nice neck joint on it, which is beveled away, so you get better access to the upper frets. Not that that's really an issue, but yeah, cool. Does the job. It does have a modification on it. It has this hole cut out here in the control plate, because I bought this from Fred Brum, and Fred had put the Fishman Fluence pickups in there, the moderns, which require charging, so he'd had a hole cut out there, but I asked him if he could put the original pickups back in it, and he very kindly did that for me, because as I say, this is really a collector's piece for me. I just want something that shows my love of Michael Romeo and Symphony X's playing. Barrel jack, which I'm not particularly keen on. All the Vigiers have barrel jacks, and I'm not crazy on barrel jacks. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting guitar to be in the collection, because I love Symphony X. I have it tuned to DGC FAD, as Michael plays, and I have 10s on it. So 10s tuned down is a bit slacker than I'd like. Michael plays 10 to 46. I've got 10 to 52s on this, just because I do pick quite hard. So that low string, I don't like it to be a little bit thicker, but I think the slacker strings they contribute to Michael's tone and his sound, so I wanted to keep it in the tuning that he'd play it in, and I wanted to have it feeling like his would feel, or as close to. And maybe I'll do some writing on this, but yes, there we go. So comparison, Michael Romeo signature MJR comparison, very, very cool. What do you guys think? Are there any guitars out there that you've always wanted to own, you've always wanted to play, but you've maybe never had the chance? What would be one of those dream guitars to add to the collection? This really is one of the dream guitars. I never, honestly, if you asked me, top 10 guitars that I could own 5 years ago, 10 years ago, this would have been on that list. But if I had to put a bet on actually owning one, I never would have thought it would actually happen. So I actually own one now, which is super cool. Yes, very interested to know what you guys think though. So drop your comments below. And as always, please do check me out on Patreon. You can also subscribe to my channel or check out 2 of my videos up there in the top right and bottom right. Peace out, guys. My pleasure to serve and entertain. I'll be back for another video again soon. Bye!